What's up, you guys? It's KeAmber Vaughn, aka Coach Ke, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. So this is my second video that I'm recording in one day, which is why I have on the same thing that I had on in Wednesday's video. But I'm going out of town actually tomorrow, and I wanted to make sure that I got these videos recorded and uploaded to you guys, not just for your sake but also for mine. It's really an accountability thing, but this is going to be my budget results video. So I'm doing things a little bit different. Normally in my budget results video I only show like the budget results. I never show like what my expenses are for the last week of the month, but I wanted to start showing the last week expenses, especially because most of the time I'm running pretty tight on my budget the last week. As you guys know, all I had left in the last week to spend was $101.43, and you guys are going to see how I spent my money in the last week of the month. My budget actually doesn't end until tomorrow, and so yeah, I am destined to not spend any more money at all, and you guys are going to see why. So I'm going to take you guys through the last week of expenses, and then we're going to flip over to the computer and you guys will see the PowerPoint slides with all of the budgeted categories and all of that good stuff. So stay tuned, because we're going to go ahead and get into the last week of expenses and then get into the budget results. Alright, so I've already started to do some adding and subtracting and stuff like that, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys this. Normally when I do my budget results video, I go straight into the results and I don't show any of my expenses for the last week, but I think it's pretty cool to show like how money came back into the budget and stuff like that, especially if you know where I left off last week. So I just actually realized that I did this one wrong, and I did, no, that one was right. Okay, so we left off here, the last expense being some vitamins. So on the 30th, and you guys are going to see some of these dates are out of whack because I was waiting on the final numbers, and then also I forgot some stuff. It's just kind of all over the place a little bit, but I do always like to write the exact date that things happened. So the first thing was I took some croutons back. I had to purchased them to make a salad for my family reunion a couple weeks ago, and we didn't use them, so I went ahead and took them back. So that put $5.29 back into my budget, and you guys know how tight my budget left off last week. I only had like $101.43 left, and you guys are gonna see like it wasn't pretty. Okay, so that puts us up to $115.58. And then also I had to take some wax back. Now I wasn't taking these things back just to put money back into my budget. I literally needed to take them back anyway. I realized that the buy one get one free wax that I got like 2 weeks ago, actually I don't even use that particular brand of wax anymore. So this, I had to add this to the $10.80 that we had left remaining. So that put us up to $29.08. So now let's go to shopping. And we have $69.65 left, $5.44. So I had to buy another phone charger. And y'all, I'm so crazy. I've been buying so I have one of the newer Samsungs, as you guys can see. So the charger is a little bit different. I've been buying the smaller charger and using my adapter, not knowing that the bigger charger had always been sold there. So now I don't have to worry about buying the wrong one anymore. So restaurants, y'all, we went out to get all you can eat crab legs. I totally forgot that they were doing this one night only thing, and it was $49.73, and that was with the tip. I knew my budget was tight, you guys, but I love all you can eat crab legs, and it just is what it is. I knew I could make it work. I went and had to buy something for my cousin's baby shower. That came out of miscellaneous. I needed also the gift bag, a card, and I bought some candy, so that came out of miscellaneous as well. So now let's finish off the rest of this. Let's see, groceries, we ended at $131.57. And I did have to get gas. I told you guys I knew I would end up needing to get it, and I think I left off at $34. Listen, when you know you ain't got that much money left in your budget, you start, look. And my family is just like, but you have the money. I'm like, but y'all don't understand. I gotta stay under budget. This is an accountability thing, okay? I never just put $20. Like, I literally always fill it up. I did have to get some of my liquid deodorant from Whole Foods, and then I spent $1 at work, I think, on some soda or something. And then the last expense came today. I needed some more leave-in conditioner, and so that's going to come out of the personal household budget. And that is the last expense. So technically my budget runs all the way until like midnight Friday morning. Tomorrow is Thursday. I go out of town tomorrow night. I am not spending any money, period. I'm just not doing it. I'm going to hold myself accountable. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to the computer screen so that you guys can see all of my budgeted categories and what I was left over with and how I ended the month, because I'm telling you guys now, I'm recording this Wednesday night. I am not spending money tomorrow, period. If I do, I promise you guys, I will have the accountability to come and tell you guys, but I know I'm not spending money, okay? So let's switch over and see what the budget results were overall. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into these categories so you guys can see the results for everything. So the first thing is my electricity bill. I estimated for it to be $85. My actual was $60.25, which means that I was under budget by $24.75. Gas for my house, I estimated $35. My actual was $32.58, which means I was under budget by $2.42. Now next is groceries. I estimated $250. I only spent $144.70, which I don't know, I'm kind of surprised about that. But I pretty much, y'all, I eat the same thing every day during the week, and then I go out to eat on the weekends, and it just works for me. So I was under budget, $105.30. Next is personal households. I estimated $100. I spent $80.80, which means I was under budget by $19.20. Restaurants, I estimated $125. My actual was $119.02. I was really under budget here until we went for all you can eat crabs, because that took $50 out of that. So I was still under budget, $5.98. Next is gas for my car. I estimated $125. My actual was $111, so I was under budget by $14. Then we get into shopping. I estimated $100. My actual was $35.79, which means that I was under budget by $64.21. Then we have supplements. I estimated $75. I spent $57.31, so I was under budget $17.69. Next is miscellaneous. I estimated $150. My actual was only $46.66. Really? Interesting. So I was under budget $103.34. Next is business, and this is where I really suck at estimating my business expenses. This month I actually did really good with estimating, but I'm going to show you guys why I was over so much. So I estimated $450. My actual was $878.28, so I was over budget $428.28. The only reason is because last week is when I purchased this beautiful desk behind me here. The desk was $384.70, and it was one of those things where I was already going to go ahead and buy a new desk this month in July, but this desk was 40% off until June 30th. So it was one of those things where I'm like, okay, yes, I'm going to go over budget, but does it make financial sense for me to just pass up 40%? I don't know if it would have still been extended to another 40%. All I know is it said it was done June 30th, so I wanted to get it before that sale was up. Is one of those things where you more than likely are not going to get something higher than 40% off. So I just went ahead and I purchased it. It's a tax write-off at the end of the year anyway. So my overall budget was $1,375. My actual was $1,473.56. So I was over budget $98.56. But here's the monkey wrench. This $1,375 does not include the $100 to get my car fixed, okay? Which means that my actual estimated overall expenses was $1,475. So I was under budget $1.44. Now, I'm recording this video on Wednesday, July 4th. My budget actually goes until tomorrow, basically at 11:59 p.m. I am going out of town tomorrow night. I am not expecting to spend any more money. Matter of fact, like I'm not spending no more money, okay? I am under budget, and that is what it is. Now, I am going to hold myself accountable. Again, like I told you guys earlier, if I do spend any money, I will let you guys know. But literally, Friday at midnight is when I can start spending money again, and I'm going to hold myself to that. It's one of those things where, you know, sometimes you just can't help it when you go over budget, but when you can and do have the discipline, you should try to exercise that discipline as much as possible. But that is what I did for June. So if I had to give myself a grade, I'm going to give myself an A. For a few reasons. Number one, the only category that I went over in was my business category. And again, it's one of those things, 40% off, what can you do? You know what I mean? It's not like I went out and I spent money on shoes and clothes and stuff that I didn't need. I really did need a desk, and this was something I was going to purchase this month anyway. The only reason I'm not giving myself an A+ is just because I did go over in one category, but the fact that I went over by over $400 in that one category and I still came under budget for now, I am going to give myself an A. That's what I feel like I deserve. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave down in the comment section how well you did in the month of June and what you are projecting yourself to do in the month of July. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video where I will be doing my net worth update for the month of July. Bye guys.